Hello and welcome. If you can see me and hear me, please drop me a 777 in the chat box and we will then make a start. So if you can see me and hear me, please drop me a 777 in the chat box and we shall make a start shortly. Thank you, Rana. And please also let me know where you are from. And just for the benefit of everybody, we're live here on Zoom and also we are live on YouTube as well. So welcome. We have people here from Bradford. We have London in the house. We've got a couple of people here from Sydney. Lola from London. Welcome from London. My name is Dr. Jav. I'm a foreign exchange and cryptocurrency trader. I have been trading now for several years. Now, we are live on YouTube as well. So for those of you that couldn't watch us on Zoom, you can now watch us live on YouTube as well. Welcome, Danon from Essex. So like I said earlier, my name is Dr. Jav. I'm a trader. I do this full time. I've been doing this now for several years. And just to make things clear from the outset, you will not become an expert trader by the end of this webinar. So I'll say that again, you will not become an expert trader by the end of this webinar. This webinar is only meant to be an introduction to trading, so you can effectively walk away and start trading immediately. So just bear with me for a second while I share my screen. Again, if you can see my screen, my shared screen, please drop me a 1 in the chat box. If you can see my shared screen, please drop me a 1 in the chat box. Now, the other thing is I'm going to try and ensure that I'm going to keep looking at my chat box every few minutes. So if anybody does have a question, if you have a private question, you can send me a private question. Otherwise, you can also send me a question as we go along. So yeah, just bear with me a few seconds while I just set the chat box up. So like I said earlier, I've been trading now for several years. And I do this full time. I don't just trade foreign exchange. I'm very big on cryptocurrencies. I do commodities and indices as well. Now, going back a fair few years, my mentor, he said to me, Dr. Jav, how much money have you made on your money in the last 10 years? And my answer was a big fat 0. So everything that followed that conversation has led me to a path of trading, which is something I've wanted to do for a very, very long time. And the rest, as they say, is history. Now, going back a fair few years, I was always told to go to school, work hard, and get good grades. And that is what I did. I went to school, I worked very hard, got good grades, went to university. I did the same again. Naturally, top 5% of the class. I left university to start my first job. And that's when the downhill struggle initially started. So my first job out of university, I absolutely hated it. So how many of you can relate to that? I hated my first job out of university to a point that I decided to resign that position after just a few days. And I did leave that job eventually. And the only reason I stayed in that job for a few months was because I had bills to pay. Now, in the UK, the average debt of a university graduate is around £50,000. In the USA, you're looking at several $100,000, and you don't want to be in that position when you first, start your first job. Now, I left that position and found myself at Heathrow Airport on the way to Australia, and I came across the book Rich Dad, Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki. So if you don't have a pen and paper with you today, please get yourself a pen and paper. Rich Dad, Poor Dad by a guy called Robert Kiyosaki. Now, that introduced me to entrepreneurship. And when I came back to the UK from Australia, I was actually able to become a property millionaire within 3 years of my return to the UK. Now, shortly after delving in the property market, I started trading. Initially, I was trading the stock markets, and then I moved on to foreign exchange and also cryptocurrency. Now, I didn't have that much success in the stock market. I did have some success, but it wasn't what I was looking for until I found about crypto and also foreign exchange trading. Now, going back to Robert Kiyosaki introduced me to something known as the cash flow quadrant. And that is what you can see on screen here. That is the cash flow quadrant. And in its most simplest of forms, the cash flow quadrant teaches us that 95% of the world population is broke. So 95% of 7.8 billion people, which comes to 7.4, are effectively broke. If you want to be financially free, you have to be that 5%. And the 5% is composed of both business owners and investors. Now, luckily, as traders, we are both business owners and investors, and we form that 5%. Now, going back to foreign exchange, in its simplest of forms, foreign exchange is the trade, the exchange of one currency for another. So your pounds for your dollars, your pounds for your Japanese yen, pounds for your euros. Now, let me give you an example. If you were to go to the USA today, and let's say you went to a local exchange and exchanged your pounds from the UK to dollars in the USA, then you will have taken part in the foreign exchange market. Now, if you were to go back to that same exchange, excuse me, at a later date or time and make another transaction, pounds for dollars again, you may be offered a different exchange rate. It's that difference in exchange rates that we as foreign exchange traders utilize every single day to profit from. As long as there's movement in the market, as long as there's volatility in the market, we can utilize that volatility to derive a profit. Now, it doesn't matter to us whether the particular currency pair is going up or whether it's getting weaker. We can derive a profit regardless, because we can do, well, we can long and short the market, and we'll teach you that as we go along. So you buy when the price is going up and you sell as the price is coming down for any particular currency pair. Now, I don't know if you know this, but the foreign exchange market, it's big. It's very, 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 very big. It's much bigger than all the stock markets put together. In fact, up to $6.6 trillion are exchanged via Forex every single day. So it's not every single month or every single year, every single day, up to $6.6 trillion are exchanged via Forex. Now, banks collectively make over $1 trillion daily. $1 trillion every single day banks make from the foreign exchange market. So if you have a bank account, whether you like it or not, your money is already being used in the foreign exchange market. So your bank will use your money. I mean, your money doesn't just sit in your bank account. Your bank will use your money and they will derive a profit from your money every single day. And as a thank you to you, they will pay you back 0.1% a year. So banks are making $1 trillion and they're paying you back 0.1% a year. In fact, if you have a bank account and you have whatever is in your bank account and you leave it there, chances are you're probably making a loss on your money because of something known as the time value of money or inflation. So that is why what we do is that we actually multiply our money. And this is something my mentors taught me all those years ago. We compound our growth and ensure that we achieve a profit every single day. Now, the foreign exchange market is open 24 hours a day, 5 days a week, Monday to Friday. You can exchange Forex regardless of your location. So whether you're in Australia, in America, in South Africa, or in the, I say North Pole, it doesn't make a difference. You can exchange Forex regardless of your location. And also, one of the great benefits of trading the markets is that your vocation is irrelevant. So it doesn't matter if you're a doctor, a nurse, a teacher, even if you're unemployed or a student, you can still trade the markets. The color of your skin is irrelevant. Your location, as I spoke about before, is irrelevant, and that is why we have such a vast number of people who are joining us every single day. In fact, today we have over 400,000 members in 120 plus countries around the world who trade with us every single day. Now, if you choose to, you can leverage your money as well. So the broker can actually lend you money that you can trade on again daily. Now, it doesn't matter who you are or where you are based, you've probably come across the term digital currencies or Bitcoin. Now, Bitcoin was conceived in 2009, and in 2009, the price of one Bitcoin was, let's say, 1 cent or 10 cents. Today, the price of one Bitcoin, I'll show you this later during this presentation, is well over $40,000. So the price has gone from 1 cent to $40,000 plus. Now, imagine if you'd bought one Bitcoin 12 years ago, today you'd be sitting on around $40,000 profit, and all you've done is traded twice. So you buy when the market is low, and then you sell when the market is high. So later during this presentation, I'll do a deeper dive into cryptocurrencies to show you how we trade the markets every single day. And again, the crypto market is getting bigger and bigger and bigger. Again, this is why we've seen so many people who are now trading with us and have joined us recently. We have something known as high frequency trading as well, or binary options. again, I call this the fast form of scalping. So it's very, very quick trading. And if you have little or no patience, then high frequency trading or binary options is perhaps something you can look at too. Now, the academy that we have is absolutely amazing because we don't just teach you how to trade the markets. We also have an e-commerce academy. So if you want to work from home, regardless of your location, and you want to derive an online income, we have the ECX Academy, which teaches you how to do internet marketing or drop shipping, so you can derive an income regardless of your location, regardless of time, and you can do it as residual income 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. So for some of you, and I know some of you are interested in earning an online income from internet marketing, then perhaps it's something that you can look at as well. Now, how do we actually teach you and show you how to trade the markets? We have this academy, this mentorship program, whereby we actually hold your hand and show you how to trade the markets every single day. And as long as you have access to one of these, as long as you have access to a smartphone, you can trade the markets. And once you register with us, what happens is that you will join a mastermind group. And currently on WhatsApp, I have around 100, I'm just checking, 150 plus people in one of my groups, and you'll join that group, and collectively we'll show you and teach you how to trade the markets. Now, we have over 100 mentors or educators teaching almost 500,000 traders around the world. And the way we teach you is very, very simple. We actually trade the markets through our live mentorship program. So very much like I'm speaking to you today, I have my screen over here. I actually live trade on my screen, and you as the mentee, the student, you watch us trade. So as we place our trades, you will place your trades at the same time, and we'll give you all the detail. We'll do the analysis live on air, whether it's fundamentals or tactical analysis. We do it all live on air, and through repetition, by watching this over and over again, what will happen is that you will actually learn how to trade, very much like an apprentice learns from his master. So you will learn how to trade, and trust me, it's the best form of learning because we actually teach you every single day. Now, obviously, you don't have to attend all the lessons. The lessons that you miss, most of those are recorded, so you can actually attend those at a time that suits you best. But generally, we trade more or less every single day, and your role as the student, as the apprentice, is to jump onto the calls and watch us trade. We also have live physical meetings as well in certain locations around the world. So if you don't want to learn on Zoom, for example, and you'd rather meet someone in person, we can arrange that for you too. Now, all you have to do is be able to copy and paste initially, because we have a learn and earn system. So because we give you trades every single day, you copy those trades and put them onto an app on your mobile phone, and then you press buy or sell, and that trade is executed for you. So you press buy or sell on an app on your phone, and the trade is executed for you. Now, the only prerequisites to trading are that you have to have access to a smartphone, number one, and number two, you have to be over the age of 18. If you meet both of those prerequisites, then you're ready to learn how to trade. And trust me, we have many, many people around the world who are now financially free, and they've been able to do that through this trading platform. Now, before I do a deeper dive into cryptocurrencies, I just want to show you what it takes to actually get started with us, to actually become one of our mentees, one of our students. It actually costs around $200 to $300. $200 to $300 to get started, to learn how to trade from the largest and most liquid currency markets in the world. The Frx Academy is the basic academy that will show you how to trade foreign exchange, so fiat currency, and to start that is $235. It's the same price if you only want to do, let's say, binary options or cryptocurrencies, and again the same price if you only want to do internet marketing training. If you want to do foreign exchange, binary options, and want to learn how to trade cryptocurrencies, then the favored package is the Elite Academy, which you can see at the bottom there. So for $300, excuse me, for $325, you can actually learn how to trade the markets. So with the Elite Academy, just to reiterate what I said earlier, You will learn how to trade foreign exchange, so the fiat currencies. You will learn how to do, for example, binary options through the High Frequency Academy we have, and also we'll teach you how to trade not just Bitcoin, but also the altcoins as well. Now, the monthly fees that you saw on the earlier slide, you do not necessarily have to pay, because we have something known as a 2 and 3 system. It's our scholarship scheme, whereby if you recommend 2 people to the platform and they join and register with us and learn to trade with us, you as the introducer will not need to pay that monthly fee. So for just $200 to $300, you can actually learn how to trade the largest and most liquid currency markets in the world. Now, what I want to do now is I want to do a deeper dive into cryptocurrencies, which is one form of many when it comes to trading. And the reason I want to show you cryptocurrency is because it's actually one of my favorite forms of trading. If you can see my screen, the CoinGecko, please drop me a 333 in the chat box and I'll continue. If you can see my screen, drop me a 333 in the chat box. So while I wait for you, I'll just have a quick sip of water. Okay, thank you. So on the screen there, thank you, Rana, is CoinGecko. That's actually a website that I attend, or I watch this every single day diligently to try and determine what is happening in the crypto space. So this website, it doesn't list all the cryptocurrencies in the market. Currently, I don't know if you know this, there's in excess of 16,000 cryptocurrencies in the market. So over 16,000 cryptocurrencies in the market. Obviously, Bitcoin is the largest crypto in the market. And then we have Ethereum, which you can see there. Ethereum is the second largest crypto in the market. And then we have other coins as well. And the great news is that you don't need to actually learn how to trade all those cryptocurrencies. A good handful is enough for most people. A good handful is enough for most people. And certainly, I don't want to make any income claims while I'm on this webinar, but within my collective group, we have over 51 crypto millionaires. So we've been treating them and training them how to trade for the last few years. And as long as you have the willingness to learn, and as long as you're willing to put a little bit of time into this, there's no reason why you can't become a 6 or 7 figure earner, certainly within the crypto space and also within the foreign exchange market as well. So Bitcoin, the current price of Bitcoin is around $44,000, as you can see here. And in the last 7 days, we've had a bit of an upsurge in the market. So many of the currencies have gone up in price, and you can see that from the green numbers. Obviously, when it's red, the price comes down, and when it's green, the prices have gone up. So just to give you an example, Bitcoin has gone up by 13% in the last 7 days. Ripple has gone up by 40%. So a big increase in price for Ripple. And also Shiba Inu, I don't know if you know about Shiba Inu, but Shiba Inu is another coin that we've look at as well, and that's gone up by 50%. So just to give you an example, if you put $1,000 or pounds into Shiba Inu 7 days ago, you'd be looking, excuse me, at around $500 or pounds worth of profit within 7 days. In the last decade, Bitcoin has been the highest performing asset out of all asset classes around the world. And that includes real estate, and that includes stocks, shares, and other trading forms, commodities, indices. Bitcoin has outperformed all asset classes in the last 10 years. Now, if I just show you the Bitcoin chart, for example, you can see that the prices are all over the place. At the moment, around $42,000, give and take, depending on which exchange you look at. But just a few weeks ago, the all-time high of Bitcoin was achieved of around $68,000. So you can see that here. The all-time high of Bitcoin was around $68,000. And since then, the price has dropped to what we see today. So we're looking at a price reduction of around 40 or so percent in the last few weeks. So basically, Bitcoin is on sale at the moment because the price is relatively low compared to what it was. I would say that Bitcoin is on sale. And if you have not currently bought any Bitcoin, you should definitely consider it, because Bitcoin is the largest crypto in the marketplace, and Bitcoin is actually going nowhere. In the next few weeks, And certainly, definitely in the next few months, we are actually expecting Bitcoin to hit well over 6 figures. So when I say 6 figures, I'm talking about a price of $100,000 plus. So in the next few weeks, we are expecting Bitcoin to go well beyond where it is today. Potentially, we're looking at a price of $100,000, maybe even $200,000. So for example, if you bought one Bitcoin today for $40,000, let's say, and held on to that for a couple of months, 3 months, depending on how long it takes, when the price hits $100,000, you will have doubled your money. Now, some of you on this call are probably saying to yourselves, I don't have $42,000, but that is okay, because there's something known as a Satoshi, and one Satoshi is 1/100 millionth of a Bitcoin. So even if you only have $100 or $1,000, you can still buy cryptocurrencies, and you can do that via many major exchanges. And again, we'll show you how to do that. Now, quickly, let's look at Ethereum as well. Ethereum is another one of my favorite coins, and the current price of ETH, as you can see here, is just below $3,000. So Ethereum is currently around $3,000. And again, with Ethereum, in the next few weeks, next few months, we are expecting ETH to go beyond $10,000. So we're expecting Ethereum to potentially go beyond $10,000 in the next few weeks. And again, on that basis, if you were to buy, let's say, one ETH today for $3,000 and hold on to that for, however long it takes, maybe a few weeks, couple of months, you will be looking at a profit of around $6,000-7,000 on the basis of just 1 or 2 transactions. So that's a very, very simplified form of trading, where you just buy when the price is low, you then hodl, you hold that coin until the price goes up to a certain level. Now, we don't just trade Bitcoin and Ethereum. Like I said earlier, that there's over 16,000 cryptocurrencies in the marketplace. And in the Academy, we actually give you, the results of our research. So we are researching all the cryptos every single day, and you can see the results of our research here. For example, last month we told you to buy ILV. So ILV is a great coin, and we recommended you buy that. So we do all the analysis, we stick it on a chart and stick it in the back office. So this is the back office, the logged in office. So once you register with us, you'll get your keys to the back office, and you'll get access to all this information, and we'll actually tell you which coins to buy, which trades to take, whether it's fiat currency, so your pounds, your dollars, or whether it's cryptocurrency. We will actually tell you which trades to buy or take. And also, obviously, once you know how to do your own research, you'll be able to produce these charts yourself as well, the entry points and exit points. You will learn how to do that over the next few weeks, next few months as well. So the name of the game is to make you into an independent trader, so you can walk away and teach not just yourself to trade, but your children, their children, and also obviously your family, your friends, and so on. You can pass the skill on, because once you've learned how to trade, very much like riding a bike or learning how to drive, you won't lose that skill set, which is why it's so important for you to have that skill yourself as well. So this is ILV, and we've given you the entry points and also a potential take profit as well. Now, as a trader, all you have to do is mark up your chart yourself. So I've done that here. I've marked this chart up. So this zone here is the buy zone. So once the price is in the buy zone, we recommend you buy this coin, ILV. And as you can see here, I'm just gonna make it a little bit bigger. We are currently within that buy zone. So we are in that buy zone, and I've set up my alerts here. So that the alerts are triggered when the price hits a certain point. And when the price hits that point, what happens is that I actually get a notification on my phone, and also via email, I will get that notification to buy any particular currency. And we'll show you how to do that. And once you get that notification, you jump onto another app on your phone and you place a trade. And it just takes a few minutes or a few seconds even to place that trade. Now here is the take profit, which I've marked in earlier. And again, there's another trigger point. And when the price hits that take profit number, when the price hits that number, you can see it here. When the price hits this number, I'm notified on an app and also via email. So if for whatever reason I can't get to my phone, but I can get to my email, I'll be notified of that alert, and I will then know that my take profit has occurred, and I can either set my account to automatically exit that trade, or I can do it manually. But again, the process doesn't take that long. So we do that for all the coins that we're watching, and you can see for example, the coins that we're watching at the moment. You've got ILV, another coin is Luna, Ethereum, I've talked about earlier, but there's so many coins out there. And as a newcomer, as a newbie, you will not know which trades to take. And that is where we come in. We don't just offer you mentorship, we also give you the trades as well, so that you'll be doing exactly the same as we're doing. Some of these coins you've probably never heard of before. For example, we have Mana over here. If you can see my mouse cursor, we have audio. Another coin, we have Link. And again, we give you the entry points for these coins. So we've done all the hard work for you. We give you the buy zone. We'll tell you when to exit as well. Whether it's a buy or a sell, it makes no difference. We'll give you that information. So we'll give you the buy zone. We'll also give you the exit zone. We'll tell you when to exit that trade for profit. So that's just one example of how we trade. And of course, we have, well, actually once you join, you'll have access to many, many mentors, and we'll actually hold your hand. So you don't need any knowledge of trading whatsoever. In fact, it probably helps that you have no knowledge, excuse me, at all, because what tends to happen is some people who try to trade by themselves, they may have developed bad habits. So if you have no knowledge of trading whatsoever, it's probably an advantage that you've got. And I mean, that's the great news there. And we don't just do the long-term trading, we also scalp the market as well. And this is on one of our scalping tools. And again, we'll tell you when to buy, we'll tell you when to sell. And the same is the case for Bitcoin, Ethereum, and a fair few other coins as well. So we'll give you that information for our favorite coins. For example, we have Solana here. This is the chart for Solana. We've got Tezos. And again, we'll give you the scalping zones for these coins in addition to others as well. This is Cardano, another altcoin that I thoroughly recommend you have a look at, and it should be one of many, many coins in your current portfolio. So that's a quick snapshot of how we trade and how we teach you how to trade as well. So I wanted to keep this webinar short because obviously you weren't meant to become an expert trader on this webinar. This is only meant to be an introduction to trading. What you need to do now is go back to the person who recommended you attend this call, and let's get you started. Because honestly, I mean, I took that decision a long time ago, over 5 years ago, and I haven't looked back. Initially, I had no idea how to trade. I'll say that again. Initially, I did not know how to trade, but it's only because I put my mind to it. It's only because I put my mind to it that I actually learned how to trade. And I was actually spending, I'd say in the beginning, probably 10 minutes a day, half an hour a day, learning how to trade. But because I continued and I persevered, I became a very, very good trader on the back of it. So what I'm going to say now is go back to, come back to myself, and you've probably got this link via WhatsApp or email. Get back to me and we can get you registered immediately. Once you register with us, we'll assign you with a mentor, we'll add you to the mastermind group, and you can effectively start trading from tomorrow. Monday is a trading day, and we have Zoom webinars already scheduled to teach you and show you how to trade from tomorrow onwards. So again, my name is Dr. Jav. I look forward to working with every single one of you on this webinar, whether you're watching this on Zoom or YouTube. I look forward to working with you, and definitely let's get you started and let's help you to become that independent trader that you can be. Again, thank you for your time, and I'll see you, every single one of you, on the inside shortly. Thank you.